What's going on, everybody? It's your friend Will. It's the Memory Lapse. Early morning Monday, and we got a quest here, blue and black spells. And we also have this reward for a blue and black deck. Not quite sure why the new player experience has been out for like a week, and they're like putting these quests on a daily cycle. It seems like, I don't know, some of them are really bad. Like some of them are just like you get 250 gold today. Feels like you need to be getting more cards off of these quests, but that being said, we are going to play some competitive constructed, of course. And I started a run with this deck, Blue-Black Gift, God-Pharaoh's Gift. I started a run with this deck last week, and started 2-0, and then I had connectivity issues that ultimately resulted in my internet being out for 2 days, and lost rounds 3 and 4 to my internet, which sucks, so I'm starting it over, because this deck is pretty cool. Uses God-Pharaoh's Gift and Gate to the Afterlife with a bunch of the blue-black mid-range creatures that we were liking from the blue-black mid-range decks we were playing. Stitcher Supplier to help you fill the graveyard. So yeah, I think this hand is very keepable. And it goes surprisingly, like the long game goes surprisingly strong. I will post a video, at least one of the videos. Let's see if the Seeker Squires resolves. Cool. Of the two that I recorded, one of them was really good game against blue-white. And the other, I think it was like some non-deck that we played. So, oh, this is the Master Thopterus deck. This deck is really exciting. Alright, so let's freeboot them. So they have a blank. What do we want? Maybe we want to take the expertise. Or we just want to take the Harvester here. If they're on 3 land, let's take the Harvester. And no attacks. I really want to make a deck with Sai. There's a lot of interesting decks floating around. I just favorited one that someone posted on Twitter that they went like 8-0-1 with at a live event. I'm a little worried about how well it plays in Constructed online. Alright, so let's get rid of this Sai before it causes us any trouble. Oh, can't attack with this. So I think next turn we're looking to play Champion of Wits, and we're trying to dig to a gate. Yeah, so... if we find some untapped land here, we can also get a freebooter in. Very nice. Let's just do that. Oh, they have God-Pharaoh's Gift. Other enchanted artifact. Alright, so we can save our Chupacabra for whatever this gets put on. I think we just want to take their Brawl as expertise so that they can't bounce our stuff. And no attackers. Alright, they hit their land. I'm assuming they're going to put Mechanized Production on the Chief of the Foundry. That's probably their best way to win considering their draw. They could also play this Bomat Bazaar Barge just to draw here. Nope, they went for the Mechanized Production. So Trex, I feel like I know this name from Twitter. Alright, they might just scoop to this. And I think we're just all attacking here to try to close out the game. If they want to block our 2-1, we're happy, I think. They don't. And we're going to hold this land in case we draw another Champion of Wits. This costs 3 to crew, so we don't have to worry about this battling us. So all attack except the Minister. I'm just going to win this the old-fashioned way. Disrupt and attack with small ones. Get another Minister out. I don't think they have any kind of like upheaval or mass bounce effects that we have to worry about here. I guess it just comes down to what this unknown card is in their hand. Alright, so they're permanently exiling their token. Don't know if that works for them. Oh, we didn't even get our God-Pharaoh's gift. The 2 Kitesails were enough. We was sideboarding here against their deck. I feel like Duress is going to be good. Yahenni's expertise might actually be good. Hostage Taker is probably fine. Maybe we don't need Walking Ballista. This seems like the slowest card. Scarab God is just too good not to play. Do we just want a piece of removal? Or another Scarab God? Scarab God probably is awesome. I mean, these kind of like mirrors if they're playing God-Pharaoh's gift. I'm not really sure what else the sideboard, like, I want to bring in the Siphoners and I want to bring in the Contempts, but I'm not sure what they're better than here. The list is pretty tight. So let's just settle for the Duresses. I think those will be the highest impact against this deck. T-Rex. Alright, so this is a nice one. We have Supplier into Squire, and hopefully between our regular draws and the Explore trigger, we're going to find something for Gate, or a third land for Gate, and then we'll just play it from there. They look to be mono blue, so we don't think they're going to be bringing in anything like any kind of black hand disruption that might really worry us. We can wait on this Duress. Alright, so Supplier for Supplier. If you haven't seen Gate, we have to get to 6 creatures in the graveyard in order to make that card work for us. Alright, it doesn't seem like they play counter magic either. If they do, it's probably the one that is reduced based on artifacts. Alright, so we don't want a second. We want to maximize our chances of drawing a land next turn. If we don't, I think we're just going to duress them. Cool. Alright, so I guess we get Negate in here. If I'm them, I just take 1. I don't think they want to block give us 3 more cards in the graveyard and let us cycle our hand. Yeah. When a creature dies, I get to draw and discard, which would be great. Like I can put this God-Pharaoh's Gift into the graveyard. Oh, they did block. Draw a Citrus Supplier, discard God-Pharaoh's Gift. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures in the graveyard now. So this means if we hit well off of our Citrus Supplier. Oh, it's bugged. This is such a weird bug that's been happening where you can't interact with your hand. Luckily I have a timeout here, so we're going to have to very quickly... close this window. You get these weird graphical errors where it doesn't update. Like you saw there, it looked like they blocked and it looked like they didn't block. It turned out they did block. And then when it came back to my turn, I now can't interact with cards in my hand. This is ever since they pushed N19. It feels like really frustrating, but hopefully we don't like fully rope out here. So if we do, I'll be sad. All right, we don't. So Citrus Supplier. We hit. So let's play Gate. This rope is still going down even though we're playing, which is so weird. Take the one from our graveyard. Play our Fetid Pools. And I think the highest impact thing we can do right now is just take this Champion of Wits. Draw 4. Put this Chupacabra into the graveyard. Alright, so get rid of Minister. Get rid of Chupacabra. That way next turn we can like double Duress them. And use the trigger on God-Pharaoh's Gift to bring back the Chupacabra to kill their Sai. You can see this card is like very explosive in enabling God-Pharaoh's Gift, but really the mistake they made was blocking it in the first place. Okay, there's chump blocking here. I have to assume with all the artifact synergies they have in their deck that we've seen, that like we could easily lose if they just go off, right? Like, so they're gonna make two flyers by casting this, and then if they have another artifact in hand, they get to make 2 more. Oh, this is not the Lord. Okay. Still, they're making a ton of flyers. Wow, all the Fetid Pools. So let's see what they have. Alright, let's just take it. Let's play our Gate. Play Fetid Pools. Bring back Chupacabra. Kill their Sai. And I think we're all attacking. And like, yeah, anything that dies is good for us because of this Gate to the Afterlife. Then if we can flip another God-Pharaoh's Gift next turn. We want them to trade their board here. They're empty-handed. We have God-Pharaoh's Gift going. This attack is awkward, but we get to cycle our Fetid Pools, like, and this trades with everything else. Scrap Trawler's gonna have no targets here. Which one is this? Okay, so it doesn't matter how we order them. But even so. Alright, that's probably the best top deck they could find, unless they have something like Tezzeret in their deck. Okay. Alright, so let's flip this gate. Oh, we played our land already? Yeah, we did. Alright, so let's go to combat. I think we're going to bring back like Scarab God, since we have the mana to activate it, and we can start draining them down this way. Yeah, let's bring back Scarab God and Seeker's Squire. Graveyard. And we'll attack with these. So even if they're able to consistently chump out if they just keep drawing artifacts at every turn here, the Scarab God is a zombie itself. These tokens are zombies, and so the triggered ability, like on my next turn, they're going to be drained for 3. I get to scry 3, and I'm going to bring back the Champion of Wits, so it's really going to be they're going to be drained for 4. So we're going to be getting like damage every upkeep, even if they are able to continue to pump out chump blockers. Oh, I forgot this even had that ability. That's nice. So yeah, we'll bring back Champion of Wits on their end step. Let's put something on our upkeep too. We might just want to bring back multiple things. Like bring back another Stitcher Supplier to keep the yard filled. Alright, so end of their turn. Champion. We can even put our second Scarab God down there. I wonder if they have like a stifle effect or something here. Or some instant speed bounce that they might use to like undo these tokens. That would slow us down and be quite annoying. But this effect is already now stacked, so there's not really a good way that they can disrupt this Champion of Wits coming back on us drawing 4. Yep. Take this action. Discard Minister. I guess we'll keep the Scarab God. Discard Fetid Pools. Let's activate this again. Bring back Stitcher Supplier. So now we get to drain them for 5. Alright, so that was fairly easy. Our opponent's deck looks cool. I'll give them that much. I definitely want to build a deck like that. I don't think it would be exactly like their build, but I need probably like something on around 12 to 15 or 12 to 16 total rare wild cards to build it. And currently there's no way for me to upgrade these commons to uncommons, but that's definitely, I think, the next deck I'm going to build towards, even though it could be a total disaster. But yeah, that was it for round one, or match one. We crashed once, didn't cost us 20 minutes, pretty good. So I hope you thought the deck was cool, you got to see what a really fast draw looked like, and we'll be back in the next video with more gameplay.